episode of Spill the Tea with DV. I've got our very own Matthew Wilson as the first guest. So we are going to go on to our first segment, which is Hot Topic. Hot. As everyone knows, Matt has recently gone to Canada.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit more about how it was, what's the people like, what's the country like? If you hate Canada now, if you love Canada, thinking about moving.
Definitely not going to move there. Definitely not.
Why not?
The people are a lot more friendlier than here, and I don't know how I feel about it.
I was the same when I went to America, like the customer service off the charts.
Honestly,
I wanted someone to ignore me at some point.
Honestly, when I was walking down the street and one person smiled at me and said hello, and I was not expecting that, and I gave the filthiest look.
You tend to it. Like this woman in, I think it was the Converse shop in America, was so nice.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, do you know what? This shoe is not in the deal, but do you know what? I'll put it in for you. And I was like, this is lovely.
No, but it is really great out there. I think if you get the opportunity to go, it's such a good experience. The people are great. Everyone over there, Alison, Adrian's team, you're amazing. You made me feel really welcome. Even though you gave me some kind of food poisoning or something, it turns out I'm allergic to shellfish now.
What?
Yeah.
What did you eat?
I had lobster for the first time.
Lobster?
Yeah, first time out there.
Where'd you go?
Some cute like little shack, like right next to a massive lake. It was really cute. I had lobster. I loved it. It was so nice.
It was the
and then
best
literally within a couple of hours, throwing up everywhere. And now it turns out I've got a shellfish allergy. So at least, you know...
You found out?
I found out, but I did spend a day and a half throwing up, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh.
So Alison, I blame you.
Yeah, summer body vibes though, innit? You know, get it all out.
True, very true. But no, yeah, the people are great. The office over there, really nice. Everyone over there, lovely.
Have you heard of the office? You know, free
the
snacks.
office is really nice in there.
I heard about the free snacks.
Yeah, they've got an ice machine for your water. They've got a toaster. They have like muffins stuff.
How are they trusted with a toaster?
It is us.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust you with that.
Yeah, I heard about free snacks, free coffees.
Yeah, they've got a free coffee machine. Literally, there's like syrups and things like that in there. Literally, like lifesaver.
Wow.
So good. I didn't actually have to get one in the end because I was throwing up constantly.
Yeah,
it wasn't great, but it's really good out there.
So apart from working out there, like, did you go anywhere with like the team? I know you went for food.
We did go for food. They took us out for food. One day I couldn't go because I was throwing up, so I went to the hotel. But then the second time I went for food, it was really nice. I had a lovely glass of Sauvignon Blanc, gorgeous as well with my food. We did go out in the night. Went to Dirty Nelly's. Anyone that knows. It's a great place, gorgeous place.
Do you watch the football?
We did watch the football. Matt, I'm sorry. I'm sure you still hate me for it. He wasn't best pleased. I'll give him that.
I seen the video at the start, and he was so like happy and ready to go, and then
yeah, I did take it a little too far when I kind of cheered in his face when Man United lost. I'm not gonna lie. He probably still holds a grudge to this day with that. But then we did get very drunk. Matt did anyway. Drank his sorrows. He loved it.
When he had a bar on his own at one point, just contemplating life.
Yeah, he was just sat there, not talking to anyone.
It's expensive though.
It wasn't. It depends what you're having. I think it was reasonable prices, but I mean,
how much is a pint? How much is a pint?
Oh my god, now you're asking. It was what, like $9 Canadian, I would say, something like that.
That's not that bad.
It wasn't too bad, I don't think. It was quite reasonable. We did have quite a few. At one point, Matt got on an electric scooter and drove down one massive long road and then kind of couldn't do any further. So you had to push the scooter along, like wheel it along, because he was that drunk. We did do karaoke as well whilst we were there. We went to a karaoke bar where all the songs were Asian and Korean. So we had to go on YouTube and find karaoke versions of the songs we wanted to do. But we had a great
Were they
time.
in English or were they in Korean?
So all the songs were Korean songs. So we had to go onto YouTube and Google and like actually find the songs.
So the actual like song title. So next segment is Spilling the Tea with DV. As we know, we've got Matthew Wilson as our guest. So we're going to ask a few questions, not too personal, because maybe he doesn't want to share too much for everyone to hear.
Yeah.
Even though he pretty much tells us everything.
Right.
So the first question I'd like you to answer is, where did you grow up, and tell us a little bit about your childhood and how that led you to become you.
Very deep, okay. So I'm a Cardiff boy. All my family are English. So I'm one of the only Welsh people in my family, which is wild. Grew up in Whitchurch, went to Whitchurch High. Fun fact, my neighbour used to date Gareth Bale.
Really?
Yeah, crazy.
G. Bale?
Met him a couple of times when he played for Southampton.
Bale.
Yeah. So I'm very posh compared to most people. And I suppose that upbringing kind of instilled especially Whitchurch High. Whitchurch is a very accomplished school, and you had to achieve and do well.
I can imagine a lot of Gareth Bale and a lot of Sam Warburton.
If you weren't good at PE, then they didn't care about you. But that kind of strives you to do different things. So on the back of that, I really wanted to go into teaching, which kind of ties into my role now. Didn't do that because I didn't get the grades. Doing it on my own. Who loves maths? Not me. I'm not a good maths
Would you get a
maths? C. I needed to get a B. I needed to at the time.
Really?
Yes.
What have you taught?
Primary.
Oh, primary's good. Just tell them to count.
Yeah. And my mum's a maths teacher, so she
Really?
was really not pleased when I couldn't even get a B.
Do you get special lessons from her and stuff?
Yeah. I still couldn't get anything further. So I scrapped teaching and then just decided to go to work. Didn't go to uni, just decided to make some money and
What was
ended
your
up
first
here.
job?
I used to work at British Gas on the phones, and then went into be a developer there, which kind of led.
Pick up the developers.
Yeah. And that kind of led to the teaching room.
Fair.
Yeah.
Was that your only job before Admiral British Gas?
Yeah, literally I went straight from work, from school to British Gas, was there for 2 years, left there, applied for the job for Admiral on my break there, got an interview within half hour, and then came here. Yeah, crazy, I know.
My mother applied. Filled out my application.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
We were having I think it was a dinner, and she was like, "Why don't you apply for Admiral?" She worked there at the time, and she was like, "Yeah, I'll apply for you." And then she was like, "Oh, by the way, you got a phone interview." I was like, "Oh god!" And I was in my what's the room where you wash clothes and you can iron and stuff? What's it called? Laundry room?
Laundrette.
No, like a room in your house. Laundry room.
You have your own.
I had it at the time.
You have a room. Wait.
We had
I thought I was posh. Wait, you got
a utility room.
Okay, I was gonna say what?
Yeah, not too posh. It was Hopkins Town. Yeah. So, if you had to say what your favourite memory of being a kid, give us a bit of nostalgia.
So I grew up with a younger brother, and we were both
I've got a brother.
yeah, and we were both
I've got a brother.
yeah, I do have a brother.
Well, that's news to me.
There you go. To everyone out there that didn't already know, I've got a brother who's younger than me. He got married recently.
Oh yeah, you had his wedding.
Yeah,
Cool.
exactly. Please don't pay attention to.
No,
to my
I just
life.
like the post and carry on.
So probably growing up with him, we used to watch wrestling all the time, and we
Big
used to,
wrestling
yeah,
fan.
we used to, yeah,
Yeah.
and we used to play fight all the time. I remember my dad used to work at the CIA, so anytime they came, he would take us, yeah. One time he snuck us in through a coffee cart because we weren't allowed in there. He was working the coffee store at the time, so he snuck us in the coffee cart and then hid us upstairs to watch on the balcony.
That's class.
That was funny. And then escorted us out quietly before anyone could see.
Go on, give us your favourite wrestler back in the day.
Probably The Undertaker. That's a class one.
answer.
That's an easy one.
Yeah.
Who's yours?
The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Well, he was a little bit before my time.
Yeah.
Obviously, John Cena is everyone's favourite. What kind of inspired you, even though you pretty much covered a little bit earlier, what inspired you to do your current role? Obviously, you wanted to do teaching before.
Yeah, so I always wanted to do teaching before. When I started, remember in British Gas, I remember saying that was what I wanted to do, rather than being a manager or anything like that. Then I came to Admiral, and I literally said to everyone that was my goal is to go down the route of like teaching and training, whatever aspect that would be.
Yeah.
When I joined DV, what was that, 2018? Joined DV?
Yeah.
Kim Goodchild literally asked me like, what did I want to do? And I said, within next year I want to be a trainer. And she's like, okay, well, let's make that happen. And within 6 months I got training role, and I've been doing that ever since.
I was going to say, did you train me on DV? I don't think you did.
I don't believe I did.
No. Dale trained me.
Yeah, Dale trained me as well.
Did she?
Yes, she did.
I think it was me and a few up there, obviously left now.
Yeah.
So, we've got a fan question, and the fan is Miss Staples.
Ooh.
And she's asked, what advice would you give someone that wants your current role? Obviously not wants it, like they're going to
Stay
steal
away.
it.
Go on.
Would want to go in your footsteps, essentially.
Really good question. I think first of all is to listen and to kind of take from other people in terms of like advice. It's a completely different role than just being a normal senior TM developer, in the sense that you're expected to impart and look after other people in the sense of from their own career perspective. Me personally, that suits my wheelhouse way more than becoming a manager in that kind of sense. So I say for anybody, don't be scared of public speaking. I used to hate it with a passion. I was not very good at it, but best thing to do is to kind of just go for it. As long as you plan and prepare and you're organised, and you've got everything you need, you know what you're doing, the rest of it will just come naturally to you. And then you become a natural, like me.
Yeah, I've never really been good at public speaking. Even though I'm a very outgoing person, I like to have the attention on me and make a fool of myself.
Like generally, people think I'm very extrovert. I am, but it is kind of like not actually who I am, like generally. Like I like just fake it till you make it, in my opinion. Like all the time, people think that I'm this confident person. I'm not that confident in real life. Like that's the honest truth. I will literally just put on, not a show, but you just got to just be.
But if you pretend and act confident, you tend to be more confident.
Eventually. I think that's where...
Believe your own lies. Like.
Yeah, exactly. Like previously I wasn't like that, and then all of a sudden, the more you just do it, you realise, actually, do you know what? That was you all along. It was.
Oh, tears. That was a great performance.
I know, I do try. Do you mean? Oscar nominated, do you mean?
So we've gone through all the hard, in-depth questions. Okay. I think we should go on a little bit light-hearted.
Love that.
Like, what's something someone would be surprised to know about you?
Oh my god. I'm not very good at drinking shots.
What? You love a shot?
I'm not very good at shots at all. Surprisingly, my body cannot handle shots anymore. So please do not buy me shots if we go on a night out. Because I will not be able to do them. The last time I did one, I did a tequila rosé shot. Threw up everywhere.
Really?
Cannot handle shots at all. I love a good drink, don't get me twisted, but shots is just not my wheelhouse, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm 30 now, do you know what I mean? I can't really
do that. You just hit 30, just no
shots?
shots?
Just no shots. I can do one tequila. Harry Jenkins just gets me one tequila, he knows I'll just... that's my
one
limit.
and done.
Yeah, one and done.
So, another fun question for you. If you could master one skill, what would it be?
A skill?
So like... music, or if you want to learn an instrument, speak bilingual. Any skill.
I always wish that I was fluent in Welsh. I don't know why.
It's such a boring power. I know it is.
It's not a power. I just feel like being Welsh and being with only people in my family that are Welsh. My mum, who's English and is a teacher, knows more Welsh than I do, and it's really sad. Like, I would love to have had Welsh as like a first language and be able to then speak Welsh properly and then have English as a...
Have you thought about Duolingo?
I know, but it seems like a lot of work, do you know what I mean?
It is, yeah, I get what you mean.
And everyone's like, oh, there's streak on Duolingo, and like, I can barely keep on top of my own life, let alone have to deal with that as well.
Yeah, I've never done Duolingo.
No.
I always want to learn Spanish.
Spanish? Ooh. I don't know any Spanish either. I'm not very good with languages.
I know uno mesa para cuatro, por favor.
And what does that mean?
A table for four, please. And that's only because... I seen what's the Scottish comedian? I actually had him on the phone.
What's his name? I don't know.
Him anyway, and he does like a little skit about learning Spanish and he says that and that's been something. We'll go to Miss Staple again. We'll go for a bit of fun one. This one, you've got to think about.
Oh,
yes.
God. Okay, let me use this break.
You can't swear, because you're live, but
Okay.
if you were stuck on a desert island
Okay.
with one person from this TM and senior group, who would you have and why would you have them there?
One person.
One person from TM and senior group in DV. So if you pick one, you're going to offend the rest.
I know. Wow, that's really our Staple. You did this to me on purpose, didn't you?
She has put in brackets when she sent me the question. Ha 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 ha.
I would have to go for... Wait, no, I've got to think who's in the team senior group. I am going to say...
You're be nice or practical?
I think... I'm not going to put Chloe Staple because she would want me to say her and I'm not going to say her. I'm going to go for... Gaz.
Gaz?
Yeah.
I shouldn't say it like that.
I'm so sorry.
Why would you think Gaz?
I feel that he, one, great banter, so you'd have a laugh with him any day of the week.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, under the radar in terms of, like, practicality. I imagine he'd be quite good at, like, any other, like,
building fires.
stuff. Yeah, because I'm not going to be able to do that. My nails will be ruined. I can't do that. He could do that. And then I can make the tea.
Yeah, he goes from the hunts and gathers.
Yes,
I can see him as a
I can see him do that. And he won't complain about it, which is great, because I could complain.
He's too polite.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He can, like, deal with me, and then I've got him then.
At least you can go out there and kill some animals along the island.
Yeah, what animals are you going to find on a desert island?
God knows. Birds, seagulls.
So yeah, I'll go with Gaz, I think.
Not gonna lie, Lester can't be it all the way.
Oh, okay.
I just reckon he's just really good at survival. I don't know why I can just see him being like Bear Grylls.
I can see that.
He knows how to spear fish. Yeah. I don't know why, but I can just think you can just pick up a spear sharpener and just get a fish.
Yeah.
And he'll know facts like, oh, if you have this berry, there's really good protein in it. But yeah, that's Lester.
Great question, Chloe. Very good question.
She's also asked me to ask you if you had a superpower, what would it be and why?
Ooh, okay. I would say...
Sunny?
Yeah, would it not be great? You could make it sunny all year round.
Yeah, but there's so many better superpowers to have.
Like, what would you have?
Time control. Control time.
Maybe Doctor Strange.
Like a go forward in time, backwards in time, pause time.
Oh no,
that's way better.
That's a good one. Or maybe be able to control people's minds.
I think that'd be more of a curse than a benefit.
I prefer a villain though. I prefer being a villain, actually, thinking about it.
Like what? Like read people's minds or just control what they... Like a Professor X?
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's not good.
Do you really want to know what people are thinking about all the time? Or you can obviously say...
Oh yeah, I don't care.
If I walk in a crowded room and they go, oh, look at him, he's got crap shoes on or something, I don't know.
Then you could turn around and go, what did you just say about me?
And he's like, ah. What is your guilty pleasure that you're not actually guilty about?
Guilty pleasure? Oh, God, that's a tricky one.
Well, you're not really that guilty about, but you just love it.
I don't know. Crisps?
That's not a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, it is it not?
Crisps are banging.
Yeah, but it's a guilty pleasure.
What type of crisps? It could be like, oh, I normally like these weird crisps, and I was like, as a guilty pleasure. It's like something you'd feel like, oh, uneasy about or something, or guilty.
Uneasy about?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Like, I like lager with WKD. It sounds horrific. Half lager, half WKD. I can't remember what it's called, and I don't think it's work appropriate on what the boys call it. But yeah, it's banging. It's green, but it's
green.
Yeah, something guilty pleasures. Like it's like in the song "Baby" by Justin Bieber. You know, as a 27-year-old man, I shouldn't be singing it in the car, but do I? Yes.
Okay.
So, like a film or some film that you've watched. That
we talked about earlier, Land of the Lost is a terrible film.
It is terrible.
But it is absolutely hilarious.
It is.
It's
I like Danny
absolutely
McBride
hilarious.
in it. He is outstanding.
And what the song that they sing consistently throughout the film, that little like weird jingle, absolutely so funny.
I hope I get it.
I hope I get it.
It could be me, it could be me.
So bad. I remember watching in the cinema, I absolutely burst out laughing throughout the whole thing.
I really hope I get this job.
It's Will Ferrell, he's so funny.
And you know when they get like the pillar thing in the middle of the jungle and he starts singing shit.
It's so funny.
Do you believe? Yes, so I do believe. So next one, I've made a little presentation.
Wow, very fancy.
And as you can tell, it's fake it till you make it.
Good
So I'll show you 5 slides,
Okay.
all consisted of 2 logos. It's something to do with fraud. Pick out the odd one out and pick the correct.
Get this right. No pressure.
There are easy-ish,
Okay.
unless you know your logos. So, well, after my award ceremony one, I'm not counting on this to work.
Okay.
Hey, first one, A or B?
Which one's fake, do you mean?
No, which one's the real one?
Oh, A.
A, perfect. This one, actually, I didn't see this one. This is video.
B is the real one. No, B.
B, final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not telling you.
Oh, okay.
I'm not telling you.
Wait, what's the difference? We'll go with A. I can't even tell the difference. Oh, okay, that's a difficult one. I think it's B is the real one.
B, okay. And last one.
A.
Perfect. Thank you.
So I'm not going to know the answers?
No, you're going to be on a leaderboard.
Oh my god. Is that...
And is it? Because I forgot what they are. Maybe. Question.
Oh.
The main question,
Better
the
be
big
one.
question. What is your karaoke song?
That's a big... Actually, no. I know the answer. Standing on a blank page, but